switch, you know we're never tame. Marie and Ray, taking over the game. From body slams to high-flying bling. Hear that bell, let the chaos ring. Mind getting mad, let's talk the night away. Breaking down matches in our own way. Jericho makes Ray all day, go tinkle time. Wrestling podcasting in our prime. Flip the switch, you know we're never tame. Marie and Ray, taking over the game. From body slams to high-flying bling. Hear that bell, let the chaos ring. Might get mad, let's talk the night away. Breaking down matches in our own way. Jericho makes Ray all day, don't tinkle time. Wrestling podcasting in our prime. Stories mix on our mics. A ring of voices kick out the spikes. Eddie Kingston brawls with a ruthless heart. Adam Cole brings the art of the part. Twists and turns, match by match. Insightful banter, there's no catch. Smash that button, never miss a beat. We rock this podcast seat to seat. Not getting mad, let's talk the night away. Breaking down matches in our own way. Jericho makes Ray all day, don't tinkle time. Wrestling podcasting in our prime.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tailgate Party. I am Majestic Marie, alongside my partner in crime, my co-host, Mr. Ray All. How are you doing today?
Awesome. Great. Thanks for asking. How are you? Glad to be back on our regular show.
Yes, it's nice. Mostly,
Except
yes. When we look at the card and we're like, oh, brother.
God. Like, what's going on?
Here we go again. Rough. I do want to take a few minutes before we get into what we normally talk about. We do want to send our thoughts and our prayers and our good wishes to Alora, who is stepping away from Peaches and Power Bombs for a little while. We don't know how long she's going to be gone. But we love her, and we're going to miss her, and we hope all the best for her.
Definitely, 100%. She's a sweetheart.
So with that being said, because it's just going to kind of be me running the show for a while, the Tailgate Party is now going to be our designated show for all things AEW. I am no longer going to be talking about AEW on Peaches and Power Bombs because I don't want to repeat myself several times a week. So this is where we talk about AEW.
This is the AEW platform.
Yes, right here on the Tailgate Party. And if I can get my mouse to work, there we go. Christine is here. And Timothy, of course, is here. He's very animate about telling us that Okada is still the king.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh.
Well, you guys know how we do things here on the Tailgate Party. We always have the Briscoe brothers get us all hyped up and excited for the show, so let them take it away.
Ain't no way, chick. Ain't ready. There ain't no way, man. Ain't ready. Ain't no way y'all could possibly be ready. You can say you're ready as many times as you want. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Y'all boys ain't ready. There's no way, man.
Best.
The best. Well, it seems like we always start the show the same way because it might be a different variation, but this show looks like last week's show.
Pretty much.
Like it's same people. It's the same kind of matches.
And it's the same structure. It's like, wow.
Yes, I think I don't know. I think they're running out of ideas, right?
I don't know. I'm very confused. And they're making Collision into like a juggernaut. And I'm like, what is going on? I hate to give Timmy Gonzalez his props, but he's right. Collision is insane.
I know. Oh, Timothy says that Collision is tomorrow night, so it might have a chance.
It might have a really good chance. Oh, if it's on tomorrow night, you have a very good chance of me watching it.
Hey, you know what? I might just do a watch along tomorrow night for Collision.
Let me know.
Okay. We might just have to do that.
We might just have to do that.
I planned on going live anyway, so we might as well have some fun with it.
What's up, Erica? How are you?
Erica's here. We're starting to believe you, Timothy.
I'm slowly starting to believe you. Painfully.
And yes, hurry back, Alora. So guys, before we get into it, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, to the Facebook channel, all the things. You know what to do. We're getting closer and closer every day. So thank you guys for your support. And without that, further ado, let's talk about this, because it seems like there's a variation of these people wrestling every week. Over and over and over again.
It's like, how can we switch this up? Oh, I know. Let's take out Kenny Omega and let's put Swerve in there. Okay.
Yeah.
And next week they'll add Omega, Briscoe, and Swerve.
Reasons.
Yeah.
Reasons is the reason.
Yes. And I get to see the Young Bucks and Captain Clucker. So that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Your favorite.
My favorite. Love to hear
that. Your real favorite's not there right now. He's on tour, so.
Yeah, thank you, sweet Jesus. Prayers do work, everybody. Prayers do work. For those who don't believe in prayers, yes, they do work.
Okay, so Okada got the win for his team last week. So are we expecting Swerve to get the win for his team this week?
Yes. Swerve is going to do it. I think Swerve is going to get the win. I'd be really happy if Briscoe actually got the pin, but you're asking too much. So.
I know. Mark Briscoe barely got the win a couple weeks ago, and that's all we're going to. They had to give him something because they watched the show and they knew that we were on to them. So we're like, okay, we will throw them this tiny little bone. And even though he won the match, he still has to get the living daylights beat out of him.
He's got to get pummeled.
So. Like, I understand what they're doing. They're trying to build something up towards, something at Double or Nothing in some sort of fashion with all of these people. But they're wrestling each other every single week. It's almost getting tiring. I mean, I know people are going to say, well, The Rock and Triple H wrestled each other every Monday night for like 2 years. And yes, that's true. But they did something different in order to keep you interested in keeping to watch. Yeah. And they're not doing that right now. It's just the same old thing all the time. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. And they last week it was the Young Bucks and Ricochet. Now it's Ricochet and the Young Bucks. And I'm same thing.
They did that because it's different.
Yeah. They literally had it on the poster last week. It was Young Bucks with Ricochet versus the team of Omega, Briscoe, and Bailey. I was like, okay. And then this week now it's Ricochet and the Young Bucks. I'm like, what? Same team. You can't get Okada in there. You can't switch it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't know.
I don't know.
Christine says if Dynamite keeps going at this rate, they will drop to the C show. They won't even be the B show. It'll be the C show.
Exactly. Collision is slowly becoming, I mean, wow. I watched.
Hey, RJ's little show that he does on social media every week called Hey EW or Hey EU or whatever you want to call it will become the B show instead of Dynamite.
Exactly. It's crazy.
I agree with Ray. I don't like Jericho either. Ray, this is a question for you. Did you hear the news? The Cowboys traded for George Pickens from the Steelers.
Yes, and I got to tell you, my good friend Sugar Shane, Cowboys 12-5. You just solidified their team. You got an all-pro stud receiver with Lamb and Dak. it's over. He got that top offensive line. He'll have 3 hours to throw the ball. Can't wait for football season now. Now I'm actually excited. Love this trade. Love this. How about them Cowboys?
Welcome to the Tailgate Party, the official podcast of the Dallas Cowboys.
Exactly. This is AEW Tailgate / Dallas Cowboy preview.
I'll talk about wrestling, and you can talk about the Cowboys because I have no idea.
Okay, no problem. Great trade though. Pickens is a beast.
I know. She's talking about Briscoe. She says
Horrible.
That poor guy, he's such a good one, and he keeps getting pounded. I know. Yeah, they're just talking about other stuff in the comments, so we'll just head on. I'm hoping that Swerve and Briscoe and Speedball Mike Bailey will get the win.
Yes. On complete other wrestling news, that guy in NXT, that Randy Orton Jr., he's phenomenal. I like him a lot.
What's his real name?
I don't know. He's part of the Catch crew. I just saw him just briefly, like highlights. This guy looks and acts just like Randy Orton.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you got to see him. Same tape around the wrist, same physique. It's crazy. It looked like it could be his son.
I don't know who you're talking about because I don't get to watch NXT either.
I just watched it for a second when I was clicking through, and I was like, "Who is this kid?" And I was like, "Is this Randy Orton's son?" But that's just a side note. Mm-hmm. You have to see it. It's crazy how much he just reminds me of him.
I've been meaning to watch more NXT because I love Ricky Starks so much, but I keep forgetting to. Yeah. I mean,
I only caught it because
so much wrestling.
It's too much stuff. I was just going through and I just saw that last little match and I just stopped it because I was like, "Who is this guy?" But you should check it. I want to know who that is.
Okay, so we have a Continental Championship Eliminator match because they can't do anything else.
They can't make it for the title.
Well, and not really just that. They can't just have a regular match. They don't have to call it Eliminator match. It's ridiculous. We have Kazuchika Okada versus oh gosh, what's his first name?
Brendan.
Knight. Is it? Oh gosh.
It's not LA Knight.
No, it's not LA Knight. Why has my brain just stopped working?
Oh my
Kevin
God.
Knight.
Kevin Knight. I was gonna say it's got a simple name like Bill or Jim or something. Kevin Knight.
Versus Kevin Knight. Sorry guys. I knew what his name was.
It's all good, buddy.
So this is happening.
This is happening.
Yay.
Knight will put on a great match. He's great. He's like Briscoe. He's gonna take another pounding and unfortunately he's gonna take another L.
Well, he's not. It's not for the title, Timothy.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because Kevin Knight's not going to win.
It could be for the title. Might as well be for the title. He's not winning, so yeah.
Yeah, right. Okada's winning.
100%.
Christine says he's on Evolve, which that just adds another show that y'all expect me to watch and wondering, why don't you watch that? Because I've got too much stuff to do, guys.
Yeah,
I'm so behind.
I'm so behind.
I'm trying to declutter my house right now. Do you know how much time that takes?
Been there, done that.
Ruh.
Yes, trust me.
Randy Orton's son? I don't think Randy Orton's son is old enough to wrestle.
He's deaf, right? Oh, okay. Is he literally Randy Orton's son?
I don't know.
He looks just like him. I'm telling you, Marie. He acts like him. I know he had a speech impediment, so now I know because he's deaf. But the guy's insane. Because build and his what's the word I'm looking for right now? His demeanor and his whole style is like Randy Orton. It's like junior Randy Orton. I'm surprised he doesn't do an RKO. I'm shocked because he got the drop kick just like him. Where's the outfit? The thing around his wrist. I'm like, what is going on? It just caught me by like surprise. Like, who is this kid? And he wound up winning. So he actually must be pretty good.
Well, it sounds more exciting than this.
Yes, this is going to be brutal.
I mean, Okada's good and Kevin Knight is good too. It's just it's the same old thing all the time. I don't know. It just makes it hard for me to get excited about it.
Exactly.
All right. So last week, Renee Paquette sat down with Mercedes Moné. So this week, Renee is sitting down with Jamie Hayter and going to continue to talk about their match at Double or Nothing. I like these sit-down interviews. They make both of these, not just Mercedes, but they're also going to make Jamie Hayter look important too. And Jamie Hayter deserves to be showcased in spotlight just as much as Mercedes Moné does. So I'm excited for her to get that time on the show.
This is actually the highlight of the show. One of the highlights. I'm actually looking forward to this too. Jamie Hayter deserves her props.
She does.
She deserves her props. Give her flowers. I actually think I have a small glimmer of hope that she's actually going to beat Mercedes.
You think so?
I think there's a small chance. I'm not going to rule out like the Knight Okada match. I actually have a little hope for Jamie Hayter because she's a former champion, so it's not like she's a scrub. She's great in the ring. She looks good. She looks like she knows what she's she's got it. So
yeah.
Would I be shocked if they keep running this money train? No, but I think Jamie definitely has a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Haters gonna hate.
There you go, Timmy. I got your back on that one. You owe me.
Yeah. Well, I'm really hoping that Jamie Hayter wins too. But you never know.
You never know.
They like to run things into the ground.
Yeah. At least it's a new face. And AEW is going to start pulling out all those WWE released women to build up their division again. So I expect to see Gigi Dolan and the other females that were let go.
I don't think all of them will come.
No, I think some of them will.
Yeah.
Because you need more contenders now. You really don't have. Jamie has to kind of win in some respects just to build that division up again.
Well, they would have a division if they would quit beating them to death.
Exactly.
Like, the only people who are allowed to win on that show is Toni Storm and Mercedes Moné and occasionally Chris Statlander.
Pretty much. Everybody else has got to take the pin. Yeah, you're right. 100%.
All right, where are we at next? We have another eliminator match because that's all we know how to do, Ray.
Just eliminators.
We have Toni Storm versus Thunder Rosa versus Penelope Ford versus Anna Jay. Why is Anna Jay in this match?
I lost for words. No idea. I know on Collision, she has beef with Penelope Ford.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
So that makes sense. There's actually a storyline between those two.
That's what happens when you don't watch it.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yes. I only watched it because the King was doing commentary. And he looks fantastic, by the way. He looks at least at 275, 80 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to my buddy Adam Cole. I showed you that picture he signed for me, right?
Yeah.
Me and him were best friends. Told you.
That's what it says.
That's what it says.
And Adam Cole doesn't lie.
He doesn't lie.
That's right.
Darn tootin'.
We're just going through the...
He looked fantastic, though. Did great commentary, too. Made the show way better.
All right, I cannot grade Collision because I didn't watch it. So what do you give Collision?
Dude, I have to give it a B plus A-. Great matches, storyline. The King. Oh, my God. It actually had some good stuff. They had a 4-way for 100,000. It was good. I can't, it hurts me to say this, but he's right. It was really good. It was really good. They got to bring that Lady Frost into the Dynamite title contention. They got to build her up because she's fantastic. That's another female that doesn't get the love that she can go. Mm-hmm. She bought it last Saturday.
So Toni Storm needs a match for Double or Nothing, right? We know that whoever challenges her is not going to win it because somebody has to challenge her for All in July, right?
Exactly.
So would you have someone actually win this match in
I would
order to
have
become the number one contender?
I would have Thunder Rosa win this
Really?
if I had to pick somebody. Penelope Ford's just not believable. Anna Jay, I wouldn't mind that either. But Rosa is at least a former champion, so you could use that as kind of your background.
Right.
It would make sense, no? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love Penelope Ford. I love all of them. They all can work. But if you're talking about credibility-wise, at least, like I said, Thunder Rosa can say she's a former champion. And she could always say she never got a rematch and all that other nonsense. So, yeah.
Yeah, and the other two have been beaten by Toni Storm like a billion times, so it's like...
Yeah.
How many more times can they be beaten before it just becomes so unbelievable that when they... I don't know, you know?
Yeah. It's like, what are you going to do now? I'm going to pin him this way? I'm going to finish him with this move? Like, come on. Enough's enough. Yeah, at least Thunder Rosa, if she's beaten her, I don't remember it.
I think that someone else besides Toni Storm is going to win this too, because they did put more than one person in this match. So they probably did that so someone else could get pinned.
Exactly. Thunder Rosa could pin Ford or Anna Jay and get the title shot. That's what I'm going for. You heard my prediction right here on the Tailgate Party.
His name is Miles Bourne.
Thank you, Christine. Miles Bourne. Got to watch him, Majestic Marie. Miles Bourne.
I'm writing his name down.
Kid is the truth. Thank you, Christine. Miles Bourne. Love this kid.
There's beef between Anna Jay and Megan Bayne on Collision.
Yes, there is.
Cool beans.
So you're not going to surprise me with this Collision stuff, Timmy. I'm already on this. Ha!
Okay, so these were listed as two different segments, but
you didn't give me a prediction for the four-way.
My prediction?
Yeah.
It's either going to be Penelope Ford or Thunder Rosa.
Okay.
I haven't decided which one yet.
Okay.
All right. So these were two separate, but I just put them together because they're facing each other. Where'd he go? There he is. We'll hear from Ospreay at some point, and we'll hear from Hangman Adam Page at some point, going for their match headed into Double or Nothing. This is like one of the few things that I'm excited about on Dynamite right now. It's just kind of there. The show is just there. Yeah, it's hard to get excited about it.
This is going to be a really good match. I feel this is where MJF earns his stripes and beats up Hangman Page.
Really?
Yeah, this costs him to lose.
He's
going to do something to get his Hurt Business green card or golden ticket, so to speak, to get in there.
The Bobby thumbs up.
The Bobby thumbs up. Because Will Ospreay is a golden child. There's no way he's losing.
Yeah. I have a feeling you're right.
Yeah. Will Ospreay is untouchable right now. So I feel like Hangman can afford the loss. He's already pinned MJF clean, so he could take another loss and it won't really affect him. So I'm going Willie Ospreay on this one.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, I would like to... Hangman Page would be really interesting, but...
It would be phenomenal, but I just feel like you're building Will Ospreay for what reason if you're not going to have him win the title at this point?
Right, exactly. Like, it'd just be like he's just there to go Ospreay, and that's it. But you never know. It is AEW.
Yeah. Would I be completely shocked if Hangman won that? No. But do I think it's the right move? No.
At this point, it's getting down to the wires. Like, we've got to be thinking about getting that title off of Moxley, and we got to be figuring out who we want to do it.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, 3 months ago. Okay, so speaking of the Moxley stuff, Samoa Joe is supposed to challenge him for the title next week at Beach Break or whatever it's called.
He's gonna call it Spring Break, Beach Break. You're right.
I don't know. It's called Beach something.
Yeah, you're right. It's called Beach Break.
Okay. He's facing him in a cage match that night. But before we get there, Samoa Joe faces Claudio Castagnoli, and I'm okay with this.
I am too.
This is going to be hard hitting.
Very. They're both going to bring that. That's going to be actually a really good match.
Samoa Joe should win, and that's fine.
Yes. And he'll get jumped afterwards.
Of course.
100%.
So.
We'll see.
I don't. Samoa Joe's not winning next week, but.
No shot.
Moxley beats everybody else, but loses on a Dynamite.
Yeah, imagine. Oh my God. So he finally loses the belt to Samoa Joe on Dynamite. I'm like, what? What?
He beats everybody else.
Beats everybody else. When you really think it's over, there's no way he's keeping it. He finds a way to keep it, but loses on spring break to Samoa Joe. I'm like, what? What's going on? What's going on? That would just be a typical AEW move. I would just be floored. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And it'll choke him out, and not even like, it won't be like a cheap pin. It'll choke him out and make him faint and take the belt. I'm like, what is going on?
I know, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, Shibata really hurt, or is that like storyline?
I think that's storyline.
Okay, because they got to keep those trios belts at least for a minute, I would hope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's the show.
That's an interesting show.
It took us 27 minutes to talk about it, and that's it.
Yeah.
We look so thrilled about it, don't we? We're like, yay.
Because the same characters, speedballs every week now. Like, I like them, but give me a break. There's other guys back there.
Well, it's not just that. They just need to make it more interesting. I don't know.
Yeah. The Collision's got vignettes, has different people fighting, storyline. I don't know. Like, who's the writer for that show? Can he come to Dynamite?
For real.
She come to Dynamite? Whoever that person is, Tony Khan, pay that person double to do both shows.
Mm-hmm.
Because that person's got it. That person knows what they're doing. The one on Dynamite, I think, is I don't know, still sleeping.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. It's like
I'm just impatiently waiting at this point.
Yes. We will see. Surprised the Hurt Business is going to be there this week.
I didn't see anything about the Hurt Business on the card, but...
No, neither did I. But who knows? I'm sure there'll be some fuller match.
All right, guys. Well, that's the show.
All right. Well.
Thank you all for joining us.
You guys are awesome. Thank you again. And keep subscribing, like, share.
Do all the things.
And I will see you. We'll see you next Wednesday.
All right. Y'all take care. Bye.
Have a good one.